So today I am actually going out and about because that right here is my house, and I'm gonna show you a couple parks here in Keene. First one being Wheelock Park, which is about a 5-minute walk from me. So down here, I'll zoom in, and by that brick building is the park. So we're gonna head there, and I'm gonna kind of show you the cool stuff around here. Over here is the high school, so you can see the ball fields over there, and then the Swamp Bats also play at Alumni Field over there. Always some cute houses here for sale, so if you see any you like, just reach out. But I'll start it when we get back up there. Alright, so here is the beginning. As you can see, Wheelock Park, and there is also a school back here, but you can see the arch, and then it'll probably be busy down here because there's always something here. Wheelock Park is a very popular park around Keene. There's always stuff happening back here. So here's kind of the entrance. I won't do too much crazy stuff. See if we can get that sign. Yep. So over here we actually got a pool, which is the bigger one out of the two parks here in Keene. The other one I'll show you at Robin Hood, but this one doesn't look great right now, but I swear it's a nice pool when it's actually open. And then back there's a little skating rink that they fill up in the winter. And then I'm not gonna we'll do some clips. So here's the pool. And now we're on some of the ball fields. Here's O'Neill Field. So you got a bunch of ball fields here. It's really for every type of league, adult leagues, children league. There's always stuff happening, especially throughout the summer. Over here's that rink I was telling you about. At least I think it's a hockey rink. Pretty sure I've seen it filled up. And then over here is some mountain bike dirt jump courses, which is pretty cool. And then more fields, as you can see, another field over there. I think there's 5 different baseball, softball fields. There's a little playground back that way. And then I'll show you up here, there's some tennis courts, there's disc golf, and then this is also a connection point for the Cheshire Rail Trail. So you actually walk down where I came in, and if you go all the way down here to the end, you'll see what I'm talking about when I get there. So here's kind of a overall of the park. I'm up on some bleachers right now. So that's a little concession stand bathroom area. And then you can see the tennis courts, another playground, another field over there. And then down back here is where it connects to the rail trail. There's also an area for barbecue and cooking out. And then there's disc golf course. Now here's tennis at the parks. Apparently you can start, learn, and play. Didn't know that. But I want to show you the courts. So there's some nice courts. And then another field here, another field there. There's so many fields. There might be over 5. Then here's another area of bathrooms. And then down there you can kind of see some red buildings. That's where the cookout places are. All right, so now we're towards the end of the park. And this is where the yellow part connects down to the Cheshire Rail Trail. Over here is a little cookout area. It's Monday at 1, 2 o'clock, and there's people having things going on. So you got the pavilion, then you got a dog park back here. I didn't even mention that yet. And then the Pines. I'm gonna go play this right now for my second workout of 75 hard, if you know what that is. I'm almost done. I'm on day 70. Finish this Friday, pretty excited. Right here, that connects the Cheshire Rail Trail, and that'll take you, if you follow it, you can either get towards Hannaford's or you can get towards the medical center. So it's pretty cool. I see a basket over there. I'll show you when we're a little closer. So I'm back here walking up to hole 1 right now, and this park is really popular here. There's people here all the time. I just recently started coming to it, even though you can see how close I live, but I just moved there this year, so just started having the opportunity. And there's this little 9-hole disc golf course that's very fun. Very short holes, only 200 feet, but it's a grand old time. And right here is the whole dog park. So you got, I think, one section here, another bigger section over there. So usually this place has people in it all times of day. I don't see anyone at the moment, but I'm gonna be shooting for that basket. So I might film a little bit more of the mountain bike park when I get over there. Other than that, I'll probably catch you over at Robin Hood Park. This is on the west side of Keene, that's on the east side of Keene. So I'll show you that. That one's a little quieter, more of a hiking family. There's a little pond, lake thing. I don't really know what it's called there. So we'll catch you over there. So I'm here on hole number 8, almost wrapped up. But here's a better view of the dog park over here. So this is the bigger side. So there is a little one over there. And then this one's very large and does have seating in there and some picnic table, I think. People are in there right now, so nice day for it. Here's another one of the fields, little Cal Ripken League field. And then here's another one. So there's a ton back here, another pavilion. I'm gonna show you the mountain bike things that are right up here when I get to it. I just exited a different way from the disc golf course. Shot my best round ever. That was pretty cool. So here is a mountain bike course, or dirt track, Keene Bike Park. Pretty cool. Got a little drop in. Looks kind of sketchy, but I see people riding here all the time. Little berms, jumps, and then it goes this way too. So kind of cool little place. You can see the playground over there. More fields. But yeah, that is Wheelock for you. All right, so I just pulled up to the other park. As you can see, it's kind of behind me and in front of me, so I'll swing it around. So here we go. We got another town pool right back up there. Smaller town pool, but still pretty popular. As you can see, a little boat ramp there. And this is able to be fished in, and you can canoe / kayak. I mean, it's pretty small, so no boats. But you also have a little pavilion over there. And then you got a playground, some tennis courts. And this is actually, I know it's kind of crazy for being someone in the country, but this is a hill people sled down a lot in the winter. Tiny little hill, but people do. So the reason I'm walking this way is because over here is a little gazebo, and then it also connects to trails. I'm not going to go down them because I do have to go hit a showing after this, but it goes down and then it goes all the way around and back through. But there's also trails that go kind of upwards up the hill, and I believe people mountain bike down the hill also. And then up here, I'm going to try climbing up to this thing, but it's a very interesting dome kind of thing. They do like bands here every once in a while. I don't really know what it's for exactly, but it's pretty cool. And then as you can see over here, picnic tables, barbecue pits. So I'm gonna make this climb and then video. All right, that was quite the climb. I'm in some boots for my showing, not the best. So right here is kind of the dome. So people will play kind of little concerts in here. Definitely interesting. I used to live that little brown house. You basically go right down the hill, and I was there. So I've lived close to this park also. I used to come up here every day and walk my dog through this park. So I just kind of wanted to make a video on these couple places here in Keene. It's pretty cool, and it's a pretty view up here. I don't know what the heck they're doing up there. I think that's something with the water supply, but very loud. So I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this video. Of course, if you're watching still, maybe you're interested in moving to Keene, New Hampshire, and if you have any questions, anything about real estate, feel free to drop them below in the comments or in the description below. I actually have a link to my calendar. Feel free to book a free 15-30 minute call. We'll just discuss your real estate goals, see if I can help you achieve those goals. And I'm gonna jump off a cliff, but without further ado, If it adds some value, hit that like and subscribe button, but I'll catch you guys next week with another one.